you're going to have a hard time team fighting or just moving across the map and fighting. Look over on C9. Undying, Queen of Pain, Wisp. None of these heroes rely heavily on items. They can always just go into fights.
I love how you're also talking about the fact, like, okay, the Viper and Razor can right-click him down. You've got Soul Rip with Tether into regen, and you've even got Pugna, who can give life to anyone. You can put a tank on the front lines and just say, okay, that's great. They don't even ban.
Plus,
Cloud9 don't even ban on their last ban. We actually have a 0 ban on the 5th ban because they want to keep their options open, maybe?
Some next level. I mean,
they could have just taken out a lion or something.
Honestly, it's never a good thing to not ban at all, but it's kind of style points, I guess.
He let it go.
Because there's always some hero that you definitely don't want, but...
IG ban out against the Tiny. I don't think that's really what Cloud9 are looking for here. They're looking for murderous intent with their core.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they'll definitely pick a hero that can join the fights more than... Well, Tiny would be able to join, but we'll see what they go for. Honestly, one more point that we haven't brought up is Pugna was the 3rd pick, and then Razor and Viper were picked afterwards. Like, picking so much right-clickers into the Decrypify already, I think they're drafting themselves into a corner that's not a nice corner.
Yeah,
one of those bad corners, Toby.
It's gonna... when is the corner ever good? Everyone remembers that from preschool. I do not want to go to the corner. Do not send me to the corner.
I'm sorry, Toby. I honestly touched something a little bit sensitive.
Corners are my enemy. Shadow Fiend, the last pick up by Cloud9. Well, we were looking for damage. We were looking for a lot of presence during team fights, and I think we really got it with the SF. But this is going to be, what, a safe lane SF with Pugna in mid, a Queen of Pain off lane. The Undying can help out the top lane. The Wisp can go wherever he is needed. The SF should actually have a great time on bot, because what are you running? Like, if it's a Dazzle Razor, life might be a little bit more difficult. But if it's not, like, if this is a Viper mid, a Razor safe lane, and a Tuskar Dazzle off, the SF should be able to farm quite simply.
Exactly. If the Tusk is a core or if he's a support is what I want to know right now. So last pick is pretty important from IG. But I think this is going to be very, very important that they get level 6 on Wisp early and that Queen has a decent laning stage. But looking at the heroes on C9, a decent laning stage is not too hard to provide when you have a Wisp and Undying. So let's see how this works.
IG, last selection. What's she going to be?
I mean, you have a lot of heroes to choose from. C9 didn't ban anyone. This is the most amount of heroes that anyone has had to choose from on any last pick at TI. So, plenty of options to IG.
10 seconds remaining.
I like how you see the bright side of life.
It's beautiful.
You fit very well into a Monty Python song.
And that's, well, Toby is just sitting here and he's... Oh god, what is this draft? I don't even know. Okay, they have all the right click. They have no magical damage pretty much against Viper's Decrypify. They have like the Viper Spit, they have the Razor Nuke and Tusk stuff, but the rest is all physical. Not a single pure damage in their team, just physical. So I honestly don't like any draft like this, but let's go YOLO, IG. I think they're just going ham. After losing 16-0, they're like, okay, let's do something crazy.
I have conflicted emotions right now.
That's been crazy. Yo, I know you love Drow. I'm sure she'll win.
Like this is my first Drow Ranger game I get to cast for the tournament. And I'm looking at it going, okay, now.
Welcome to that 0% win rate, Tony.
You bastard Waka. So there's things that work. There's things that worked out with a basic Drow lineup. For those who don't know, I'm a big Drow Ranger fan. Like, all you want to have is one melee guy that can do your initiation and setup.
Someone in front of you, yeah?
Yeah. And then you want to be able to have any other heroes, any other range heroes that can really capitalize on the bonus damage that you can be giving.
Yeah, and some stunts would be nice to have.
And burning as well as Viper, they do get that. And I'm liking the way IG are actually assembling their lanes. They put Ferrari into the mid lane, so he just finds as much CS as he possibly can up against the SF. This can work. And then the Dazzle will be able to harass out the off-laner of Cloud9. That's the goal. Now, where this falls apart in my brain for a Drow Ranger lineup, how do you counter a Drow Ranger lineup? You get on top of the Drow Ranger. That's it. And you have a Wisp relocate and a blinking Queen of Pain
And the
Undying Tombstone, which is going to slow everything down. Decrepify, which slows everything down. And potentially even a Blink Dagger from a Shadow Fiend. So, all the things which work for IG are fairly well countered by Cloud9's draft.
Yeah, but there is one thing that we should highlight, though.
Yep.
IG, their draft is very, very centered around winning the last hits on every lane. They need to outlast hit C9. If they don't do this, their entire objective with the Viper Razor Drow pick is countered. So this is their game plan, and we need to look at how the lanes go.
Right, I need to look at the build of Ferrari. I need to watch this build so closely. This is almost one of the... Actually, what did he bought? Okay, he bought a new healing salve for himself. This is one of the games where I want to see Ferrari have all the space in the mid. Just by pure CS, he beats Farta down. And then we see three Wraith Bands and Treads.
Yeah,
going into something like Mana style after that. And this will allow Luo on the off lane to be really, really aggressive up against Envy. For now, Ferrari actually...
First point, he wants to have in Frost Arrows so you can harass. But this lane, it's very hard to trade hits.
You can't harass with a Wisp in the lane.
Yeah, it is very hard. But if he doesn't do anything, they're just going to bully him out completely. So I understand why he would skill it.
Yeah, it's like with the aura at the first level with 6 points of damage, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Not until he gets his items later on. You just got to make sure you don't fall behind. And Farta, well, he knows what he's got to do up against the Drow Ranger. She is terrible in lane without any kind of help, so he's just pushing the issue too far.
Yeah. Drow Ranger bought a circlet and then sold it and was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy tangos. I need more regen. So that's pretty much gonna be his laning phase here, I think. Because against a Wisp and Shadow Fiend, it's too much to trade hits against. And they're both denying working against him.
I hate to actually say, but this is probably gonna be one of these games where we miss First Blood. Primarily because this middle lane, Drow Ranger will die within the space of 2 Razors. And on bottom lane...
Oh, I'm sure you will have your eyes on the Drow Ranger, Toby.
I will be watching the Drow Ranger very, very closely. But on the bottom lane, Eternal Envy with its blink time, if he walks back up while that's down, then you're going to see Tuskar really just beat him down, and the Viper will keep him slow enough. They're going to get enough damage bonus that they can find the kill over on Envy. And then up on top lane, well, Bone7's has been playing very over-aggressive up against Burning.
Yeah, he's been running in a lot and just, you know, fighting. But he wants to get as many last hits and trade as much as he can. So that's perfectly understandable. They didn't get the lane sort of how they wanted, IG. Having the Viper against Queen bottom, wrap around mid, haste rune.
Yeah, Misery's actually going to get first blood here.
Nah,
he finds... Wait, what? He has blast. He could go for this.
No, it's a level 1 blast, Toby.
He's got a haste rune. Like, Pugger's got a base damage of 51 up against a Drow Ranger who doesn't even have Gust.
Do you know how 1 armor works against a tier 2 tower, Toby? It doesn't work very well. He could maybe have dove that tower and then get level 2 to cripify himself and run away from a tower. That would be
confidence with a capital, Misery, man. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing he didn't die. Depends what perspective you want to have it.
Envy's trying to play from the shadows. But Luo actually doing some really good job down here. Like, Envy is only finding experience. Right now, he's 3-1 up against a 13-8. We said IG needed a win on their CS in all lanes. It's 15-2 on the top lane up against what is the core Bone7 of 10-3. That's okay. And Drow Ranger not doing too well. Like, it's 6-2 for Ferrari.
She's getting trashed, yeah. But that's a dual lane that is really strong as well.
But what you're actually able to achieve here from Ferrari, now, while... Yeah, SF and Wisp have 7 levels between them, and Ferrari's only got 4.5. The fact that Ferrari is going to hit level 6, when he gets that, the burst in power you get on both top and bot lane, this farm which Burning as well as Luo have managed to accumulate, is really going to kick in.
Yeah, I mean, you are getting a strong Razor and a strong Viper, and that's pretty nice. That's, you know, 2 out of 3. That ain't bad. If you win 2 lanes, that can do a lot for you. They also walked over and blocked the stack here. Sadly, though, there's already a triple stack on it, but they're counteracting the Shadow Fiend comeback mechanic. I don't think they have the heroes to come out and steal, though, because they don't have any AoE spells at all. In fact, they don't really do spells that much.
They just don't do spells.
Yeah, so stealing stacks is kind of hard early game. Mid.
Yeah.
Undying.
This is the bigger move. With the Tombstone, then you can dive, but...
They have a nice defensive ward, so they already saw the Undying's move.
Ferrari's fine.
Under attack.
He's actually doing... He's doing the best he can.
Oh, definitely.
Under very difficult situation. He's doing the best he can. He's staying close enough he's going to find the levels. Like, Fada's only denying one of the creeps there. So it's level 5, and now here comes Bone 7. Ferrari just loops it around, the creep wave behind him. Yeah,
he's getting so much experience and they can't really do much. And he's going to have level 6 soon. That is a very big thing. For this team, when he gets that plus 40 agility, he's going to start adding a lot of damage. Because already it's 12. But when you get 40 agility more, I mean, you're doubling your agility pretty much.
Yep. That's why it's really difficult to ever not believe in a Drow Ranger lineup. Just because, like, even if you're so far behind, your ulti does the work. Like, you always catch up.
Yeah.
Like, it's the classic saying, like, all you need on a Drow Ranger to win is a Chrysalis and a Mask of Madness. And she will do as much damage as any other core out there.
Yeah, as long as no one goes in on her. That's the thing. At least there's no clockwork.
Small detail, Laga. A very small detail.
At least there's no clockwork and, you know, no Tuskar on the side of C9. They have, you know, Queen who doesn't have too much. She can't really jump in aggressively. She might get punished by the Viper and Razor. So it might work out for IG. And they do have Weave.
Jumping up on Faith. This should be a first blood right now. 5.5 minutes. I was actually sitting here, like, contemplating. I wonder if this would be the latest first blood in TI5, because no first blood, I believe, has taken longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah, but we get it already before the 6 minutes, and Big Daddy No Tail gonna be the one to take that. Gonna be working towards his earn, no boot, patented Wisp style. His way of the Wisp.
That's the way he plays.
Yep.
It's like Weaver bootless. That's just the style.
Yeah. Brood, Wisp, Weaver, these are the heroes. No boots.
Luai still having a great time on bot, man. He's actually the highest net worth on the field. More than the SF.
That's curious. SF having 41 CS, I'm surprised.
It's just a chilling Viper. And he keeps finding the farm, like, in the safest areas. Finally, like Envy is doing his own pull for himself. But Envy was not getting involved in that lane. Now, the Drow Ranger hits level 6. So now you start to add up. Like, there's bonus 25 damage over on a Viper. Razor, who normally doesn't have a lot of physical damage, it now also has plus 25 before he has a Chain Lightning Steel.
Yeah, it does definitely make everyone a lot stronger. And even Ferrari now can start to last it on mid lane a lot easier.
He could actually kill Fader if he plays his cards right. Oh, wow, Fader. He's actually quite low. Ferrari doesn't want to turn around, not with the Wisp right behind him.
Yeah.
In fact, be careful getting hit by the balls.
Fada is just trusting his Wisp, and he knows. And this is going to make it hard for the Drow Ranger. She has to buy another salve, sling it out with the courier, and this is really delaying your item progression.
This is one of these games, too, where Ferrari should probably look into something like the Helmet the Dominator. Like, I know I was saying, like, you should be looking at a whole bunch of raid
bands. But he has the Mask of Madness cosmetic.
He does, yes. Mask of Madness is a nice item. But having the passive regeneration lane when you know you can't always be there to attack, that's kind of like, well, like the Dominator, plus you can stack up your own Ancients.
Yeah. Mid-tower is straight up gone.
Actually, they cancelled one of them. I don't think that was intentional. They're TPing in another 2 right now, and yeah, they actually cancel a second one
All
of that.
of C9 are here. There's 5 from C9, so IG have to be very careful about this. They saw the TPs from top, they got back out.
Yeah, Laura's heading down to the bottom lane. IG really felt like that was going to become a 5v5, and then it became a 5v4, and then it became a 5v3, and then they just said, screw it, okay, let's keep it as 5v2.
Yeah, well, IG did use 3 of their TPs there, but they cancelled TPs as well.
They used 4 in total, didn't they? There was 4, including the one in the tree line.
Yeah. No,
top lane, Chuan. Trouble, the Tombstone is going to be dropping down, Bone 7, right to the front lines, but Chuan, he's still got Shallow Grave available. The Undead Army is not going to make it easy, but it looks like C9 are just looking to bring down building after building. Yeah. No more space for IG.
Objective Gaming, Pugna just running around with his blast and taking towers. It's very hard for him to do much here, because this is where their lineup doesn't have stuff. IG lacks stuff.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is obviously spells to stop, anything that can, you know, de-push. But luckily, they're on top of their split push game. They have the right click to push. So bottom and mid, they're starting to shove the lanes. And Wisp is still not level 6 yet.
No, he's not. But it's going to be a short period of time before he's going to get it. And at the moment, all he needs to do is just keep Bone 7 alive. Eternal Envy's got a Sonic Wave, so he's ready to fight. And it looks like I actually got a TP from Misery coming into the mid lane. There's no reason to lose towers, and Drow Range is very, very, very adept at killing off buildings.
Oh yeah, if you leave her unattended, she can do a lot of work, and that goes not just for tower, but also for jungle farming, lane farming. So you definitely have to keep the pressure up on IG's lineup, else they could fly away with the farming.
And Ferrari must be really scared. He's keeping his treads on strength.
Yeah, it's a good habit to have him on strength, unless you're actually farming already.
Only been switching it when he's this far back.
No tread switch, not impressed.
Yep. Luo, well, he's going to do some damage to the T1 tower. Now it's actually Cloud9 who are losing out in the tower damage trade-off.
Yeah, Luo is doing a good job here, really aggressive, still knows that there's no level 6 on Wisp, so he's just, you know, taking his time pressuring here. Like it.
If the tower has an extra 20 life at the end, I'll be like, why didn't you switch to agility treads?
Yeah.
Over on the Drow. Luo, trouble for him. He's got to get himself away. Now, stuns are not available, so he's going to TP out. It's all up to the damage with the Sonic Wave. Had to be committed.
Yeah, even the DD on Queen is pain, but it would not even be needed as the Queen ulti comes out.
That's the second kill for Cloud9.
Well, he died, but look at all the damage he has dealt by being overly aggressive to that bottom tower. If he just tried to play safe, maybe he wouldn't even...
Nice shards on Bone 7. He's got a Tombstone to protect himself from Chuan, and Razor starts to link. There's no gap through there. The Bone 7 can walk through, and he's losing so much damage at the same time. They're relocating from No-Tel and Fada. They want to go over towards Burning, and No-Tel, well, he actually dropped, so IG get the first kill of the series. Burning, though, he'll be lucky enough to TP himself away to safety.
That's a good trade for IG still, though. Like, they managed to get out. Sure, you lose your Tusk, but that's not too bad. They might have a hard time defending tower, but I think they'll be fine.
You still lost the Viper on bot lane just before that, so overall trade-off doesn't really go the way of IG.
Hey man, that was a different trade. That's not the same thing.
Different lane, different time, was only 30 seconds apart.
Yeah, man, that doesn't count. They killed the Wisp, which was really nice, killing him immediately. That's what I think they were really struggling with in the previous game. They just didn't go on the Wisp. You have to always kill him first.
Oh, Luo, I am afraid to say, sir, you are dead.
He's a brave man,
He does have a TP scroll, and there's no Sonic Wave to commit this time around, but the Wisp balls all connect, and bravery is not rewarded.
Yeah, all that damage just being dealt through the right click as well. Like, Queen hits pretty hard, Shadow Fiend hits really hard, and they have the minus armor from Presence, so there's plenty of damage.
And so T1 tower and bottom lane is gone.
I like what C9 are doing there, because they realized their tier 1 was really low HP, so they all put 3 heroes down there, so they are ready to defend against whoever will come down there to push it. And instead they take the tier 1 and pressure tier 2.
Yeah, by pushing this hard, it relieves the pressure on the tier 1.
Yeah.
Means they have to carry a TP just in case someone does come down, or they just stick there until the very, very end. Dino, careful, get back from that tier 1 tower.
Little faceless Rex.
He ran at the Dark Creep Wave without any other heroes. Ferrari, they need to stun something. Is enough damage? No! Ferrari will survive. The Shelligov is going to protect him anyway, and Chuan, the attack flies up from the partner as well as the Wisp.
Chuan gonna go down, but at least they kept the Drow alive.
No-Tel's in trouble. That's where they relocated up from.
Yeah, they set up the trap on the relocate spot. Very nice. And the Viper and Razor buddies get the kill there.
But at the same time, C9, okay, you force the Drow Ranger back. She definitely understands this is not a fun time for her. Look at Ferrari's build even. A Bell Giant strikes plus a Band of Elfskin. This is an attempted S&Y from the Drow Ranger.
Yeah.
And they're actually TPing down the bottom lane. The Gus not going to stop Vader. It's going to silence him, but doesn't stop the TP out. They want to kill off Luo and Burning if possible. Tombstone being committed, and the damage again, Luo. Third time is not the charm.
He's like, maybe I will live this time. But no, the damage is still there. Same heroes still hurt just as much. No way to get away from that. But he does have his full mech completed now after finally getting that tower. He has been very persistent about that. And wow, looking over at this game, looking at the net worth on the Shadow Fiend, he's really pulling ahead right now. Sending out an item as well. He has the Yasha coming in.
Full Yasha already. It's not as quick as the last game. But I don't think anything is as quick as the last game was.
Last game was terrifying. Terrifying for IG. At least they have some kills now.
That mech from Lure can do some lifting, but at the same time, it looks like Cloud9. No-Tel's got relocate back off cooldown. They're looking at Roshan, but is this really something which C9 is capable of doing? There's some good damage on the SF.
They could, but I don't think they need to risk that. There's no reason to. So they're just gonna play it safe, I think, because IG would be happy to take that fight. It would be, I mean, It's hard against the Ward and Tombstone, but still, why compromise the situation when C9 can just farm up?
Okay, so C9's looking at the mid lane. Faith as well as Burning, trying to prepare themselves and use Luo as this semi-bait. And relocate. It's heading up towards top lane. Ferrari, the TP out,
Solo
and
gank.
he actually realized it too. When the TP was happening, he severed the tether. So it didn't bring Fada with him.
Yeah.
But he could bring Misery back with him if he wants to, and then they could just push the tier 2 tower, but they decide not to. And now Luo initiating an over on Fada, the poison attack, and now Viper strikes while Fada lets the ulti rip the snowball. Couldn't protect Luo. Now it will do so, however, with the next from Fada gives all the life back again. Walrus punch, Fada up and towards the air, but Luo dropping so quickly. Bonus 7 taking away so much of the life, and Envy, now he arrives with a double damage rune. He doesn't have a sonic wave, but they just keep going. Killing up the sigil means they can keep on running after him, and then Eye of the Storm not doing anything. In fact, Swan, or he's actually staying alive, only just on 2 life, but they get to the Crepify, and the charge actually locked, Burning in with the rest of Cloud9.
So close to killing Envy there, but he gets to blink away. Ferrari almost getting a big solo kill. But in the end, they just had to run away. Viper and Razor, they ride together, die together, they're gone.
And this will be the tier 2 tower. IG, actually, they're so low in levels that they're respawning in a fairly decent rate. So Viper's already up, but the tier 2 tower is lost. So Cloud9, it's decision time. Do they rotate for more tier 2 towers? Do they farm the jungle, or do they go for Roshan?
Yeah, I think going for a top would be fine, but with the medallion coming out right now, they might look to Roshan. Good words though by IG, so they will see the rotations if they go into Rosh.
Well, they can actually go for it too. Like there's a smoke on both Luo as well as over on Faith. So if they really feel like they're the ones that have to go out and be aggressive, they can do so.
Yeah, they might.
Yeah,
they're probably gonna smoke up now.
They pulled Faith back in again. He doesn't have a lot of mana, but he had the arcane boots, so it's enough to fight.
Yeah, they're gonna go straight away.
Who do they try and find though? So they don't have any vision. Actually, they have an observer ward that's watching Envy as well as Bone 7 in the mid lane. And they're thinking it's Roshan, but the smoke's not breaking on any of them. So they know it's not Roshan. Here comes the Queen of Pain illusions. So they're not going to see anyone, but
they saw them
Bone 7, this is the best place for them to go. So they initiate in the snowball, and Envy just blink back instantly. It's like, okay, Bone 7, you're dead. You're taking it for the team. The smoke from IG will fail.
That's a good silence.
That's a kill. That's
a good silence and kill. They get 650 gold from that, and more importantly, the experience is going to go their way. So that will put them at 20 seconds of safety as the Undying is dead. Or, I'm not going to say full safety, because the Queen of Pain might still gank top.
And the SF is like bigger than almost like 2 of their cores. Actually, it's bigger than 2 of their cores combined.
Sean, you have to TP out. Yeah, he's got to find though. He's actually battling this. He doesn't care.
There's no mana. Like, there were 6 charges available. Like, Envy had to Intel Tread Switch and then let the Sonic Wave release. Yeah. To kill off Chuan.
Yeah, but I think Chuan would be in time with his grave. He would be. He's
got the physical damage, man. He's got 46 bonus damage coming from the Drow Ranger.
He actually just started punching the Queen, and he got a nice heal bomb on her as the Queen was trying to reach him. And what does Pugna have by now? He has 1300 gold and the point booster. Yeah. Going Aghanims. Good choice in this game. To be that little medic heal bot.
Cloud9 once again. Moving past that dire observer ward in the bot river.
I think at this point, IG just have to be very smart about how they play it. They need to split push lanes, but they also need to respect the Wisp relocate in. Because anyone who tries to TP out have been very, very pressed to TP quickly, as we have seen on Viper.
Dire's bottom tower
and that doesn't even work.
Yeah.
So they mop up the creep wave, well, at least most of it, but with the damage the Cloud9 have got, all they need to do is just have that backdoor regen turn off and they finish the job. In fact, they're going to fortify IG on their tier 2 tower.
Yeah, they want to hold them still because they're pushing for a tier 1 top, they're pushing for a tier 1 mid, but there will be TP reactions coming from both of those lanes.
But with this fortification being used, now if Cloud9 feel the confidence to go, like, they potentially can go up and take the tier 3 towers.
They could. I think they want to go Roshan first though, since it's available. Yeah. They're probably going to try and smoke up. I think C9 need to back up, smoke up, and just find pick off, then they can go. They already have the smoke on Misery, so...
They might be waiting for more items, however.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, to get this Vlad's done, to get the Aghanims finished. Wisp doesn't really have much on him.
I think some of these items are really far away, though. You can go for 1 smoke for sure, and just gank.
Envy is 1,000 away from having his Ags.
Yeah, they might get some wards down around Roche and prepare. Then smoke up. We'll see. The wards are on the courier right now, almost being delivered.
They just gotta look for the sentries, yeah.
Oh, they're going straight in.
Actually, that courier just stopped. Stopped in the middle of nowhere. Now the shards and the sigil. Fighter and Envy, they're locked inside the pit. They're not too concerned about this, because remember the survivability, and Bone 7 just puts the Tombstone.
Tombstone
up on the cliff side.
He's already animation cancelling it. He's like, yeah, that's the spot.
This is what I'm going to do. And the sigil just timed out. They can't fight this. It's a trade-off for the Tier 1 towers is all. But you can relocate to save these towers anyway if you really need to. In fact, that's exactly what they're doing. They jump on Luo. The damage is not enough this time around.
You did it, Luo.
TP successful. 4th time was the charm.
That was the charm indeed. And I just look over to Tron, and he's been pushing this top lane for like the last 5 minutes or something. It's really funny to watch. This Dazzle is finding a lot of solo time.
Well, he might get it. Well,
he might.
Envy's here with a double damage rune. He might just try and kill Chuan. Like the Shallow Grave TP out will always keep Chuan alive because there is no disable.
Envy has the Rune of Destiny all the time, man. They have so much rune control. You keep finding these.
Destiny doesn't find kills against Chuan. If he Shallow Graves TPs, you can't do anything to stop it.
No, that is true.
They actually don't have a single stun to stop that.
I like the defeatist ward, or actually I don't like it, but it's fun though on IG's high ground. Yeah, if you look at the mid on IG, no, on the high ground, Toby.
Well, yeah.
Defensively, very defeatist, as I said.
No, there has to be a mistake. There has to be a mistake.
Yeah, it's a mistake. Normally you drop that when the enemy is pushing high ground and you know the tower is gonna die, but it's just funny to see it when the tower is full HP. Of course, it's a misclick.
It's just hilarious looking at the C9 lineup. I'm like, what would you give for a Storm Spirit in this game?
Yeah, Storm would be...
There's not a single stun. Not one.
Not one.
But
well, then you look over to IG's lineup and you're like, well, there's the silence and there's the snowball. That's it. So there's really only one true disable in this entire game, and that's the snowball. Are you kidding me? That's the best stuff that you guys could come up with.
They got Walrus Punch, like it's there.
I mean, I guess.
But it's really
1 second of airtime.
Tuskar is the only stunner in this game.
Yeah, if everyone in this game was to chain stun Roshan together, they would stun him for 0.5 seconds. Okay, let's see the high ground push here.
Yeah, Fada moves forward, raise it instantly into burning, but there's 17 more charges there. Poor little ward. And the Tombstone will drop as well. So it's just more chip damage, and we get it back up. It's a good weave on top of C9 at the moment.
They got that Tombstone. No, the Cripplify.
And the tower only went down by 1/3 of its life. This attack into the tower isn't really that brilliant. It'd almost be at this point where you'd wonder, you got the SMY, would it even be worth going a Desolator on Fada? I know he's going for the Skadi and the all-out, we're just going to win 2-0 build, safety first. But Deso would have been really nice at this point.
It would be so squishy though, that's the downside to it. Yep. I think it would be too risky.
But you have a Wisp and a partner with Aghanim Scepter and an Undying.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you are tankier, if you have like some 2k HP max pool, then it's so easy for Wisp and Pugna to do their job and Undying to heal you up. Because you won't instantly get bursted. That's the downside to being squishy and going Deso.
That top tier 1 tower that Sean started working on a long time ago is now going to get denied. And C9, they're coming back up the mid.
Yeah, I mean, C9 are in a very dominating position in this game again. But we did see how easily they killed the Tombstone there when they get to right-click it.
Yeah, that's true.
IG does have a nice right-clicking lineup. No one can take that away from him.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree. If we want to start doing the draw math, 47 times by 4.
Yeah, definitely. That's plenty of damage, Toby.
It is.
How do you feel about bringing 235 damage into your team?
I am fine.
For every single time they right-click something.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's the beauty that is Dro. And wait until she hits her higher level. And this is, hilariously enough, still Strength Thread Dro Ranger. He's probably was worried about a relocate ganking as well. Like, just have as much life as you can get. But you got a Wraith Band as well as a Sanjin Yasha.
Yeah, he didn't go for the multi Wraith Band build.
Nah.
The Skadi is complete.
No early pressure.
Mid.
Yep. Just walk farther up to the high ground. Just beat the tier 3 tower into submission.
Misery can just use the ulti on Wisp and heal the SF through that, so they can decide on siege.
They're going to start getting 4-man weaved. Fada winds up the ulti, but burning. He's actually stealing out the damage. 168 points of solid damage. Envy coming in for kills, but he can't find anything. Even with the Sonic Wave, they don't get anything out of this. Envy's actually trapped in the shards. He doesn't want to blink. He actually walks back over to Burning to Scream before blinking away.
They don't get any kill, but the tower took a lot of damage during this push already. I think they're going to back off, though, because Envy has nothing. Maybe they will relocate him back and heal him.
They don't have Requiem. Well, they're going to force it. They Soul Rip, and they're keeping Fada tethered up. Luo's not a healthy man. The Razors, the Shadow Grave will keep him alive. Now Fada attacking the Ferrari, but burning. He's dealing more and more damage as time goes by.
IG could win this fight if C9 keep going, because look at Envy, he has nothing to bring to the fight. If Mystery is starting to go low, they definitely have to back out.
They need regeneration.
They got the tower, though. So, tier 3 tower is gone, but IG, if they can just hold on for a little bit longer, get some more items going, maybe they can actually fight this. They need BKB on Viper and the Razor. Razor already has this, of course.
It's just kind of hilarious to watch this, because Cloud9, you can't say you gotta approach the fight in a different way. Because it's not like, well, you should be looking for like a clockwork jump in or something along these lines. Because their draft is literally push. It's 5-man, we walk together, hand in hand, a full like chain line in. And IG is practically the same apart from Tusker, but he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, so he's also just standing his ground, waiting for them to come. So we have these like two, like it's like watching a cold front and a warm front shift against each other.
Yeah, sort of. The TP out here. I think
someone buy a Yule Scepter.
Something to mention in this game is that C9 don't have to worry about stacking up at all. Like, the only thing that they could stack up for is the weave. And maybe the Shadow Wave, the heal bomb, you know? But else, there's no real AoE to worry about. Whereas IG, if they stack up, there's the Queen ulti, there's the Razors, Shadow Queen ulti, the Nether Blast, the Decay. There are so many things that could punish them.
I hate to say that, like the weave does it for IG. Like, they're a physical base lineup, and you're removing all the armor of Cloud9. And every time Cloud9 pushed up that mid, there were at least 3 heroes, normally 4 heroes being hit by that weave.
It's a massive skill, though. Like, you can't really not stack up for weave. That's a huge AoE.
So this is Fada's way around it. He's going to buy evasion.
Yeah, going into Butterfly in this game is just makes the most sense. I was kind of surprised he didn't go for the mech into BKB into Butterfly build. That is very, very popular as well in Shadow Fiend, because that would get him the evasion more quickly. But this build is also really good for the heal bots that he has behind him.
Like one of the most passive games we've cast of the tournament.
Hey man, there's plenty of stuff going on.
No, there's definitely a lot of stuff going on, but we're still only sitting at like... I love how we also call it right clicks. I apologize for actually starting that trend in Dota. Because it's technically just most people like attack moves, or it's like a normal base attack. But we've had 11 kills in the space of 27, 28 minutes. It's very much, we look at each other, inflict a large amount of damage, and then just TP away because no one's got a stun to control anything. TP top, now they're coming after Fada, and well, no, it's not happening. They relocate down to middle lane, which is where the TP just happened to send him up north.
God, the TP out was
Misery,
so real.
Good shots. Faith can hold him here, but the drain is powerful. That's an Aghanim set to doing the work. Can they kill off Big Daddy No-Tail? Not when Mode 7 arrives. It's a 3-man decay in for the Sonic Wave. Now with man mode, Luo will drop. Both of them moving forward, and this time they're not killing off the Tombstone. Burning, well, who can stop it? Damage? No, you cannot!
He made it 60 HP!
This really is one of those games where you don't have a stun.
Yeah, that's true. There's never any danger when you TP out. Just make sure you have armor and you'll be fine.
That's it. That really is it.
TP out to the dream. I've never seen so many TP outs in one game, actually. Even the Wisp relocate away.
You got one stun.
Dear God.
You got
What a game.
Oh, we definitely had a unique game number 1, and just based on draft, game number 2 is very unique.
Where's his stun?
Now we have No-Tail with a full solar crest. And it looks like Eternal Envy. Is he switching? No, is this still locked?
I like how everyone has so many core items, but no one has bought anything that
like
will
a Yule
disable.
Scepter!
Yeah,
it's so cheap!
I think Envy will be the savior. He's going for something with a Void Stone.
See, that's why I'm looking at this going, okay, well, he could just...
It could be a Linken's. It could be
a Linken's.
Lotus Orb,
It could just be a Yule Scepter.
Battle Fury. There's plenty of stuff you can build that does not disable with Void Stone, actually.
Let's not think about all those things, alright? He's not buying a Battle Fury on a Queen of Pain as well, Waga.
You need to contest the right click of IG.
You know, you actually used to do that, like back in, oh god, it would have been like 2008. Battle Furies used to be picked up on range heroes.
On Windrunner and on Queen some, yeah.
Yep, well, relocate time, they're coming up, they're looking for Ferrari,
God.
the TP can't be done in time.
If you can't stun them, just deal enough damage and they will go down.
That's it. He actually had the Mask of Madness turned on at that point, hence he died so quickly.
The Mask of Madness TP out is not the play.
No, it is not. He might have thought Mask of Madness movement speed into the trees.
Well, they're gonna try and gank Burning here on bottom lane. He does have the TP out available. He's gonna go for it. Nice move. Well played. I would have done the same, Toby. Stop laughing at him.
I'm laughing at Burning. I'm laughing with Burning. It's just how silly the situation is. the most powerful item in this game right now.
Costs 100 gold.
Which is hilarious that Cloud9 is actually playing in this game. It's the TP scroll. The TP wins at life.
There's no counter, dude.
There's no counter.
Tried Dota once.
TP 2 OP. Naga walking through ice shards, not OP enough. A TP scroll, that's the level we're at. Aegis the Immortal into the hands of Fire, and they're gonna come and try and take mid tower. I got tears.
Toby, I played Dota once. Everyone just TP'd away. Don't know what to do.
Radiant's top towers.
Alright, with the Aegis and the Butterfly and the Scotty, we're gonna see the high ground force here, and no tower to stand and defend this.
Luar's gonna give it a crack. He starts with the Viper Strike and Fire. They soul rip him up. If Misery has to, he will play Medic with Uber Charge, keeping Fire alive. And then you have to fortify to keep the racks up. Ferrari, front line, still Mask of Madness on cooldown. Now it comes back off, but Fire, he's your Aegis man, and he's still got the Butterfly Evasion. Burning, taking away the damage. It's a little hard to hit when you got no deeps.
Yeah. Fana, how are you gonna push with that minus 52?
He waits. That's it. Weaves off cooldown in 16 seconds time.
That's okay. The Melee Axe is regenerating. They have to defend it. No glyph available. It's gonna be a tough one to defend.
Here comes Fada.
Yeah, he's just gonna click it.
Yep. Shards, and then can they kill him? No tail behind. Sonic Wave connects on 3. The mech very early here from IG, but they needed enough. The damage was done. Get rid of the Netherwall as well. Now it's the 2, so problem. Burning. TPing out in the middle of the fight. That's the way to do it. Ferrari back under the tier 4 tower. He's the man that's in a hell of a lot of trouble. No TP was going to save him. And Cloud9, they're fighting underneath the tier 4 towers. Now the man with the start walks the front line. It's going to be Faith, and then 3 hits almost killing him off the Shallow Grave and the Glimmer. Whatever they've got to keep him alive. And the TP survival.
What?
He cancels it and dies. He obviously didn't believe in the TP. It was the Shadow Strike from the Queen of Pain that gets the kill. Fada will move over after Chuan. Envy's here as well. Another Shallow Grave out here from Dazzle. Envy, 1 blinking, or 1 second till a blink. The Cloud9 are looking for the double Raxes. Invictus Gaming, it has been a walk through the Thornfields in this game.
There's no stopping this choo-choo train. Even the Pugna with his Aghanims just healing so much. Stealing life from creeps, giving it to a heroes.
Well, Burning, that's a Skadi you're going in against, man. That's really going to slow you down. The melee Rax is lost as well as the range Rax on bottom, and Invictus Gaming backed into a corner. At least for them, it's better than the last game. They've got 4 kills to the 13 that Cloud9 have this time around.
That might just be the 4 kills they got this series, though.
Well, that's definitely a correct fact you state.
They're just going for the throne right now.
Yep. Well, there's no reason to try and... Well, if you can find them to kill Sonic Wave's back off cooldown. Luo's dead. Well, actually, no. Shallow Grave and TP! There it is! Luo saved by the TP.
100 gold well spent.
on a 600 distance TP. Ferrari, they need to get rid of the tombstone once again. And Chuan, now it's his turn. Shallow Grave, no TP though. But the tier 4 towers, they're getting worked out. Nice shards. And Burning, however, he has to BKB, but not enough time to steal the damage away from the SF. It kills him, and it's GG.
And
it's 15-4, gonna be 16-4. At the end of the game, Cloud9 will propel themselves into the top 4 of the group, bringing down Invictus Gaming 2-0, claiming the maximum 3 points.
Yeah, well done by Cloud9. Really well played, and IG, what a tough series for them. Hope they can bring their A game against MVP and Na'Vi, who are their last 2.
Yep.
But not looking too hot right now with only 3 points after 5 series played.